Alright, we have the coil set in here on the side right now. I thought we'd point out some of the more obvious stuff, and I'm going to try and get both of these in. This side you can see obvious damage to the coil, which is blocking airflow, and I don't want to say I did it, but I don't want to say I didn't. I don't know. But because I brushed it clean before, but I obviously would not have pushed so hard on it, so it may have been someone I'd hired before I got into HVAC who did some stuff to it. But you see, so that blocks airflow down there, and the filters on this, because I didn't have a filter base for it, filter set directly on the side, and it would suck the crud in. So you can see a lot of the buildup right here at the top, just the light on the surface stuff. And then you can see some, not a lot, the stuff getting packed down inside. And it's really bad if it gets packed down inside. And it hasn't packed down really, really bad because I'm still getting pretty good airflow. And not having a problem there, but I'm having leakage and drippage and some other issues. So that's why we're here, to look at that. So we have all that stuff building up there, and you can see in here, this is pretty good, but it packs up crud inside here with all the dirt and blocks up the drainage there. And this side's not too bad, the other side is, and you can see the rust starting to build up down here, and a lot of rust building up on the back plates. This will be concerned later because you can get problematic leaks between the rust. Sometimes you'll leaks you can't get to weld. They'll be like right behind the plates. Eventually this will rust out, but that's not as big a concern as the rust that I'm seeing down here on the base of the A plate. So I really need to get that cleaned up, and maybe put some rubber sealant or something like that on it so that I can get a little more life out of this coil before I have to replace it. We're going to flip the coil around and look at the inside, and then we'll look at the back side real quick. You can see the inside of the coil is really pretty much pristine. Not too much of a problem. The bottom is or the back side I should say, is really nice. All the coils look pretty good. You really don't see any filth or dirt piling up on the inside, which is good. Now you can see rust and problems up here, and where it's starting to rust through there, and some drainage on that side, but that's not too bad. But the inside's a lot better shape than I would have expected. The other side of the coil is not nearly as damaged, but it has some more rust issues with it. Alright, now you can see obviously the coil itself is in a lot better shape. I have a few smashed spots, but a lot of dirt packing up in there, and you can see it packing up in here a little bit. But and if you look down inside this side, you can almost see the junk packing up a little bit between the fins. So you're getting some airflow reduction there. We have a lot of rust problems at the base on this one, and this is from all this crud and crap that's getting past the filter, running down, and it's piling up and causing the water to lay in here where it shouldn't be laying. It should be draining out. And now we're having the base plate inside here is rusting and coming apart. So we really need to clean that out pretty good and make sure that all the water can flow nicely into the catch tray. Maybe I should replace the coil, but I think I can get some more life out of it, so I'm going to nurse it along, and then maybe down the line we put a new coil in. We'll do an expansion valve and some other fun stuff. Okay, that's it for here. We're going to pack this stuff up and take it down and see about getting the thing cleaned and have a little fun there. Alright, boys and girls, we are at the car wash.
Alright, we got 8 minutes.
And we have plenty of time, and Sam is getting it. He's already washed down the deck. I should have washed from the inside out. Yeah, from the inside out, like that. I should have taken the end caps off, the A coil caps off, and I did not. So. Getting the top and all the crud out of the coil days here. See how we're doing? And with it? Ah, there you go. Try and get the tip in a lot closer if you can.
Huh?
Try and get the tip in as close.
I can't.
Why is that?
Because it'll ruin them.
They should be able to get in pretty close.
Look.
We have a...
It's already doing
Oh, it dented some?
Yeah,
we have a...
I can try.
I see.
But I think it's going to dent it.
Have to be real careful. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Got a little dent on that one. You see a lot of particles being flushed out and washing down over there. A lot of stuff coming out, so it's doing pretty good.
Cleaner?
It's looking a lot better. Looks like the drain might be, yeah, the drain's draining a little better. Get a shot in the drain hole down there, I mean in the pipe.
You want me to shoot it in here?
Yeah, just get a quick shot in there and get the, yeah. A little bit will build up in there from the rust we washed out a while ago, so. Cool. Inside sparkling, that's looking good.
Okay.
Looking beautiful. Alright, that's good. It is tons and tons and tons better. Nice and shiny, clean. This side's nice and shiny and a lot cleaner. I love the wee part. But let me get an inside shot over here while he's doing that. You see the has 2 on the bottom and it's the same up here on the top. I have 2 on the top. But that and the glitter, is that sealed? It's just caulk. I think it's just some caulk on there. We're gonna pop this off and see if there's a bunch of crud that's piled up. Alright. It's still hot.
Yeah, lovely Texas weather.
That's true. So there. Is it top somewhere. It just need to work loose. There we go. Oh. All right. So we have look at the tray. What was that, metal? Okay, it's the metal. The metal off the bottom of the coil plate. I say it goes right up against here. Lovely.
Now the question is, do you want to
So we got a bunch of, oh yeah, this is
scrape it?
lovely. Yeah, lovely. So we'll get all that scraped out, and we'll try and clean these out a little bit.
That's probably why it's not dripping.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of crud piled up in here. So it's packed up in the bottom of the coil and not draining across the bottom base into the drain section.
Well, how do you want to clean this? You want to clean this with the Dremel, or do you want to clean this with the bar brush?
We're going to scrape that, and then we'll work at it from here. Let's see. All right, it is the Laurel and Hardy show today. We went inside to do something and came back out, and the water hose had exploded and coated the other video camera and everything in water. But anyway, we have the both caps pulled off and all the crap washed out of them, so hopefully they'll be draining nicely now. And see how well stained they are from rust. Sam is hammering out some new plates from some sheet metal, and we're going to replace the bottom caps. Looks like that sticks out a little bit at an angle to might catch a little bit of water, a little bit of spray, so it's better just go ahead and replace them. But come along pretty good. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Beautiful. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Pretty close.
My phone rings one more time.
You're going to throw it in the room.
Fisher, Indiana.
Fisher, Indiana, lovely.
Yeah, I know exactly no one in Fisher, Indiana.
Mine finally stopped. I had 4 trillion spam mail calls for a while, back on the no-call list, and I'd answer or text rude things to them, and finally that stopped as well.
Too much? Yeah.
Purdy. Alright, so I will spare y'all for the next bit, and we'll fast forward and have both of them made here in a minute. Alright, so Sam has just about finished cutting in the new piece of sheet metal, and looking good too. So the other one was just, he started working on it. It's rusted all the way through the cap, or the cap plate.
You want to see if it will fit on there?
Yeah, it should be fine. I would think it's going to be, because it's going to fit in this way, like that. Yeah, top and bottom fits in nice.
It's a little short,
And,
but it'll do the job it's made to do.
oh yeah, it'll work great. We have a little extra space on it to maybe catch a little bit, and it won't really cost us any airflow or anything. It hangs about the same, but it will be nice, and we'll get rid of all this crud, and the excess rust buildup will disappear. So all that clogging that we're getting from, I mean, look at that, all the clogging we're getting at the bottom of the coil base, the dirt plus the rust will go away. It is looking good. We have new end plates in place down underneath. Cleaned out coil, cleaned out plastic drain pan, cleaned out drain lines. You can see the new shiny coil caps in here. Look at all that space. And you know how crowded it was before. All that crap piled up and rust and dirt. And now you got all that space to drain, and it should flow nicely. Pop down in here. The drain line holes underneath are all cleaned out. So we will take this puppy inside and do a test fitting and then see about possibly putting together a filter box on top. Beautiful.